This video today, we're going to be talking about describing patterns. Now, when you were in school as a student, you might have seen a pattern like this. And your teacher would have directed you that when you see a number pattern, when you see a visual pattern, turn it to a number pattern, make a T-chart, and then use it to find the formula. So your teacher might have taken a really, really cool picture and turn it down to a series of numbers, a T-chart, and then abracadabra, a formula. But if your experience was anything like mine, we didn't spend any time actually describing patterns and looking at them. So here's the steps I wanted to do. I want us to look at each pattern. Actually look and describe how each patterns move from picture to picture to picture. Then take a look and predict what you think the next two images would look like. And prediction here isn't guess. It's just based on the pattern we saw before. What will it then look like? Then use the same description to describe what the 100th picture might look like. Then what we know then is we'll then describe what the nth picture would look like. Let's take a look at our first pattern. All three patterns today I took from the website visualpatterns.org, and she's got some incredible patterns here that she shares with everyone, and it's quite excellent. Here's the very first pattern. Have a look at it. I'm going to pause and let you look at it. So I'm just going to describe how I see it. You may see it differently. There's no one right answer. So for me, in the first picture, I see a center square, and then four arms, and on each arm there's one block. In the second picture, I have that center block. There are still 4 arms, and on each arm there are 2 blocks. In the third picture, I have the middle block, 4 arms, and on each arm there is 3 blocks. So I will predict that in the fourth picture there will be the middle block, and then 4 arms, and on each arm there will be 4 of them. So with that in mind, I know that the 100th picture would have the middle block, 4 arms, and each arm would be 100. So if I wanted to know the total, I could add those up for you and tell you that there's 401 blocks. But what if I just want to know what the nth term is? And what the nth term means, and here, we're going to call this being the term number. So that's the only reason why I'm using n here. So let's take a look at that picture. So for this picture, I would have the center block no matter what. I will have the center block no matter what. I have 4 arms. And tying it into my picture, in a very similar way, on each arm, I would have n, or the same number as my term number on each arm. So I can say this in more than one way with symbols. I could say, I know that's n plus n plus n plus n plus 1 will be my total number of blocks, or I could also say 4n plus 1 is my total number of blocks. So to go over the steps once again, you want to describe the picture. You want to predict what the next picture looks like, predict what the 100th picture looks like, and then come up with an expression for n. Here's one other picture. I'm going to pause. Now in picture 1, I have 1 snowflake, two snowflakes and then three snowflakes. In picture 2, I've got then 2 snowflakes, 3 snowflakes, 4 snowflakes. In the third picture, I have 3 snowflakes, 4 snowflakes, 5 snowflakes. So now describe to yourself in each row. In picture 4, how many snowflakes would be in row 1, in row 2, and row 3. Picture 4 would have 4, 5, and 6. So what would picture 100 have? Picture 100 would have 100, 101, and 102 snowflakes. So coming up with an algebraic expression for all the snowflakes, we know row 1 is same as the term number, row 2 is 1 more than the term number, and row 3 is 2 more than the term number. If you want to simplify, that's fine, but for students starting out with algebraic expressions, this is a-okay, fine by me. Now we're going to see our last picture. Again, have a look. In the first picture, I have 4 things in the corner and a 1 by 1 square in the middle. In the second picture, I have 4 blocks in the corner and a 2 by 2 square in the middle. In the third picture, I'm going to have 4 blocks in the corner, and then in the middle, I'm going to have a 3 by 3 square. In the fourth picture, I'll have 4 blocks in the corner, and then a 4 by 4 square in the middle. In the 100th picture, I'll have a 100 by 100 square in the middle, and those 4 blocks in the corner. The nth picture would be a square with dimensions n times n, and then add the 4 blocks. You may have said that that looks like n squared plus 4. Both of these expressions are equivalent, and that's a-okay, fine by me. I'm going to continue these series in some more videos, but if you'd like some more information, visit me at themathbutler.com.